They try to change a nigga.
What up, everybody? It's Apocalypse Phoenix back with another video.
Even good people dirty. I mix dirty in my lemonade. Fire lemonade.
All right. So that was Bad Man off my first album, Apocalypse Phoenix. Back with another video. This video today is let's see. It's the TsumiCon. TsumiCon 2023. Now, all these videos really are thirst traps. And I have no problem with the Comic Cons with dressing up. You know, I used to be all into Doctor Who and stuff like that. But it's like when you start taking on trying to think that you're that character, you know, you start going too far. You know, I was spending money on like little gadgets, things like that. And I know people that like Marvel, Star Wars, they're spending money on toys and things like that. And it's like, then you have them all just lined up in your room, and it's like, what is that for? What does that do? Maybe some of those things might become collector's editions, but not really. So all this dress up here for most of the time for the girls is just a way to try to like show off their body, get some clout, get some Instagram, you know, get some more followers on Instagram, TikTok, and all that stuff. Have them guys all up in their DMs, you know, the little soy boys and the, oh, I'm a feminist. You can do whatever you want with your body, girl. But it's to the point where almost every girl shows off their body, whether they know it or not. They're wearing these little yoga tights everywhere, like, and those workout tights everywhere. It really it doesn't shows everything. It doesn't leave everything to the imagination, and so that gives me a chance to do what I do here is show you guys like what to look for and what these things are going to tell you about these women. So, number one, if a girl is just going to be okay with showing off her body, walking around half naked, that's already right there a big red flag, which is what a lot of these women like to do here at these Comic Cons and cosplay cons and all these cons, because that's what they're doing. They're conning you guys. So, you know, we are meant as men, like those things are attractive to us. A lot of these girls are attractive, but once I've trained myself to look for certain things, I can immediately dismiss a bunch of girls because I already know too, like 85, 90% of women, somewhere around there, are like just, they're not going to be for me for a bunch of reasons. Number one, I'm a follower, I'm a believer in Christ. And so I need my girl to believe in Christ. So already right there, that's the pool is small. Um, but also too, I'd like my girl to be involved in things, some kind of sport, or she likes working out, she likes hiking, she likes swimming, she likes being outdoors, she likes staying active, you know, volleyball, soccer, there's all kinds of things that she could be involved in. And those things would keep her healthy, even if she didn't have any kind of other hobby and she worked out 3 days a week. 3 days a week, 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes a day. That's what most women need to stay healthy, especially if they're already thin. But even a lot of these thin women, because they're thin, they're like, well, I don't have to work out. I'm pretty, you know, but you got to start looking at these women for what they are. So if she's just riding off of her looks, but she's lazy, doesn't like to work out and do anything, don't you think that's going to spill over into like how she's going to take care of the household and how she's going to take care of her like car, how she's going to take care of herself really? Because like, you know, they can slap on some makeup and a nice dress and look nice, but if they eat bad, they could have smells that you don't want to be around. They can, like I said, just it's all just a facade. They're really just like gross, you know, and they're really unattractive. It's just like the outside still looks attractive because maybe they're still young, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, whatever, you know, so they still have that youthful look. And most guys are untrained. We're just going to see some flesh and, you know, eyes out of our heads. You know, sometimes your heart starts pumping, you get all sweaty, you're like, oh damn, like what's going on? You know, thinking about talking, hey, I'm gonna go get her number or something that even gets you a little more. But because you see the outside and you think that's what it is. It's a fairy princess. She's so elegant and she's so proper and she's so this and that. When really, no, she probably burps, farts, cusses more than you do, and that's not what you want. Um, so we're gonna take a look at these women here and what to look for. Stay away from the thirst traps. You don't want to be a little soy boy. You don't want to be a window licker, don't know how to talk to women. You just see them, and again, you just focus on the boobs, butt, no, get past your animalistic instincts. Just take a breath, look for the red flags. Once you see them, just understand it's not going to be worth your time. Like this girl here, she's showing all the stuff out here, and you can see a little bit of that abdominal line there. So maybe she used to work out. She probably was a cheerleader or something, but the rest of it is all fading away. You can see there's like stuff, flab hanging out on the side right here. There's no kind of definition in the arms, and I'm not talking about weightlifter type definition. Just for how thin these women are, you should see some kind of muscle definition, like the smallest amount. That's all I'm asking for. And you can plainly see in a lot of these women that they're not going to have any kind of muscle definition at all whatsoever. So let's get into the video. My famous long starts before I get into the video. And I can't really play the music because I might get hit with the copyright. Maybe if we have it low. But yeah, them thighs are all just they're starting to get all cottagey. She don't work out, bro. Like I don't even think she's that attractive. Just she's built like kind of like a square. But you see a short dress, you see some skin showing. Oh damn! No, it'll be like, man, do you want a thick girl like that? Because she's only gonna get thicker when she's with you. You might be like, that's all right. That's cool, but it's only gonna get bigger. It's only gonna get worse from there. It's not gonna start like, oh, I got a man now. I'm gonna be go on this diet. No, she's like, I got a man. I don't gotta try at all. Like she probably at least put on some makeup, but now that she don't got to try at all. And I don't know. It's fun to break down these videos because, like I said, all this stuff is just a clout chase. So why not give it back? Why not point out the hypocrisy and what they say and what women say in the feminist movement? Hey, don't sexualize me. Don't sexualize me. And right here, that's and I know you see it, but there's cottage cheese, the thighs down here. Look at you see the stocking, and then there's this little muffin saucer. Then like that's not nice. Like our brains are gonna look at that, and it's gonna want to see what it wants to see. But when you take a second and breathe, you're gonna see like it's hanging down. A nice butt is gonna be like it's gonna be like you'll see a little bit, like I said, of some muscle definition. It's going to be up, all that hanging with that creasing underneath the cheeks. Like that's telling you that it's hanging on for dear life, like that cat. That cat's just like hang in there, bruh. Like that's what that booty's doing. It's like, and they can put on tight pants. They can put on tight yoga pants, and it's gonna like lift and sculpt. That's what most of their clothes do nowadays. It does the work for them, so they don't have to. And then the other 50% is 50% of it is the simp suckers and wimps in their comment sections, the soy boys, the feminists, the male feminists, talking about, oh, you look so great, I'll marry you right now. And the dudes that have the access that'll be like, yo, I'll fly you out just so they can tag, just so they can smash and treat them like they're. 'Cause if they're getting flown out, they're gonna want to do some things, and you might be turned into a trash can or a toilet, you know. So that's all they're gonna get. They're gonna get played by the dudes that got money. They're gonna get um pedestalized by all the wimps and simps and suckers, that's all they're doing this for. So they're going to get your time, your attention, but they're not going to give anything to you back. You could be all up in the comment sections talking about, oh man, you're so hot, oh, about gorgeous, about blowing up their head, blowing up their ego. And then you meet them in real life. Hey, how's it going? Because you're a little timid, you're a little weird because you're so into the cosplay and everything. You don't take time to talk to people. You go try to talk to one of these chicks that you're idolizing, and they look at you like, creep. Yeah, thanks a lot. Oh yeah, follow me. Hey, yeah, take me out to dinner. I'm hungry. But don't sexualize this. Look at that. Don't even look cool because like I said, it's all flabby. She's showing off everything. I mean, do you want to go out with your girl? I had to be like, babe, put some clothes on. Put some clothes on. All the homies, they know what your naughty bits look like. They're trying to smash behind my back because, that kind of person. And that's the thing. It's like this whole world, there's no one thing without the other. You're the kind of guy that's going to get with the girl like that. You're probably the kind of guy that has slimy friends too. And then you bring your girl around, she's like, has to be the center of attention and talking and flirting and being around everybody and talking. And like I said, just she needs all eyes on her. And so yeah, so then your guys see that, and then they're like, "Oh, let me try to get with this on the lowdown." And so they're trying to get with your girl behind your back because she's all out there because you can't control her because she's just that kind of outgoing girl that needs to be out there and everything. And that's why you don't do this. That's why you keep your girl away from your guys. Like, what do you like? If you're hanging out with your dudes, your homies, your girl don't need to be there. Just like if she's hanging out with her girls, like you're gonna just be there like no, they're gonna be like we you can't really be who you are when the opposite sex is around. That's just the way it is, no matter what. You introduce a girl to the homies and now you gotta just talk a little different. Even if she's like, I am one of the guys. Yeah, as soon as you leave, they're talking about smashing you. So we can't be who we really are in front of the other person, no matter what. Until there's no girl around, or for women, there's no guy around, are you guys going to act the way you would truly act when they weren't around? So that's a bunch of crap. You introduce a girl to the mix and a bunch of guys, and just the dynamics just changes, especially if they're more in the whippy type of the guys, and she's one of them girls that has to have all the attention. They're just following her around like a bunch of puppies. She has all the ideas. She's the one, calling all the shots, and all the guys are just like, oh yeah, because they're all hoping and wishing that she's gonna, you know, pick them one day, and she's not. She has her eyes on the bigger prize, which is why they do this stuff because they want to be able to get the DMs from the top tier guys, you know, and a lot of those guys can be simps too, because that's why they're in their DMs. Either they're smart and they're a player and they're just telling her what she wants to hear, or there's a bunch of guys with money. I'll fly you out, baby. I love you. Come here, marry me. Just because they see a little bit of body, a little bit of skin. And again, she has no abs. There's no really that curve for the bottle, that Coca-Cola bottle shape. We saw her turned around. The cakes are pancakes, the flat cakes. Like, she is attractive in her face, but other than that, like we get to see this all the time. I want a girl that nobody knows what her body looks like, even if she is mid. That's my mid, you know. And if she's involved in something, hey, we'll just ramp it up. We'll just watch what we eat a little more, and then within no time, she's looking good, you know. And that's the other thing about all these things, about you know, all these my complaints about these women is it would take the littlest effort 3 times a week, 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes a day, and they would be looking great. They'd be looking freaking fabulous. I'd have nothing to say about them. I'd be like, damn, this is the kind of girl you want. Look at, she's looking good, blah, blah, blah. Of course, if she was showing it off, that'd be a red flag that I suggest you stay away from, man, man, at least she'd be doing something. At least there'd be like something in her positive. But just there you go. There's your girl. Everybody gets to see her. And this is covering up a little more, but come on. You guys already saw the legs and the thighs. Like no, nobody's really checking for this one. Maybe somebody is. She's a little chubby. There's guys that the little chubby chasers because they think it's easier. That's actually why guys go after bigger women. They just feel it's easier, because it feels the same. If chasing after like a 7 or 8 was the same as chasing after a big girl, they still gave you the same amount of headache and you had to jump through the same amount of hoops. You think you would still go after the big girl? You would do all of that to get the big girl, but you could do that same amount of work and get the hot girl. You would do that work for the hot girl, but getting a big girl, it's the work is usually down here, so that's why guys go after the big girls. That's it. When you say you like a big girl, you're just lying to yourself. You're just coping because again, if it took the same amount of work to get with a big girl and the hot girl, the same equal amount of work, you would just do the work and get the hot girl, not the big girl. So don't lie to yourself. Stop chasing these big girls just because you want the easy, low hanging fruit, which a lot of times it is because they're so thirsty for some attention that they're willing to give it up a little easier, which is why guys go for them. I've been there. I've been there. Sad to say. And this girl, you can't really tell. She did have a little bit of definition. She went like that. There was that little definition, muscle definition. I'm saying that's all you just want to look for. Is at least she does something, man. Man, this is this is like on the. But if you go like with a girl that's gonna be like on that line, like it's probably easier for her to go past that line and you have to deal with the headache. So if she's even on that line, probably best to stay away. That's why I keep my standards like real high. I keep my standards real high because I'm more than likely deviate from it a little bit. And if I deviate a little bit from it, at least she's still gonna be like hot. But if my standard is here for a woman and I deviate from it, then I'm going like you know what I'm saying? So that's why I keep my standards high. Because right here she's like on the line, but then she could pass that line and surpass it by a lot, real quick. It looks like she has a little bit of arm definition. She's not showing too much, but she's showing kind of a lot. She's okay with the boobs out. Yeah, I would just avoid that. The legs show she has no muscle definitions. She didn't have real much of a booty, so she's probably not walking. She's not doing very much. Like this girl here, this is just it looks weird. It looks like she's almost like pregnant. It's like goes into this little like and like again, no muscle definition, no arm definition. She's going like that, like a little bump, bro. That's all I'm asking for. But because it's not there, I know that this girl's gonna be lazy. She's gonna be on social media all day. She's just worried about what her face looks like. She's not cleaning up her house, her car. And then, your friends are like, hey, this is your girl right here. You have a kid with her. Hey, this is your girl right here, showing off her flat cakes. And I gotta say, when I saw this video, this looks like a man. This looks like a dude. I thought that was fake. I thought that was plastic, um, to make it look like it feels a girl. But this girl looks like a dude, and it's a girl. It's a real girl. I thought it was a freaking dude, bruh. I still kind of think it's a dude. I don't know. That's with a dude with breast implants. This that this doesn't look good at all. This either like holding, sucking it in, and you can see the ribs up here, and there's it weirdly, weirdly cuts in. to the abdomen, and there's no muscle. And then you can see the thighs are all thick, and the calves are like almost like a cankle. You can't see really because of the shoe, but she's not working out. She's not doing anything, guys. Over here, I like a big butt. That's all fat, bro. You do not like a fat chick. So, I was gonna pause it. I was gonna pause it just to let you guys know. I could tell. I was gonna tell you guys what she looked like just by seeing her calf. She had a little bit of calf definition there, but that's mainly because of the heel. When girls wear high heels, then their calf kind of like it looks like they have a little calf. Um, but yeah, look, no arm definition, no abdomen definition. She's thin, but her stomach is like kind of like so you could tell she's lazy. So that like all that stuff is growing. It takes time before they get really thick and fat. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, they still look good. 27, 28, 29, 30, that's when they kind of start, if they, which they're probably usually stay on that track of just not doing anything. 30, 32, 33, that's when they're like, oh my gosh. It's because for 10 years they really haven't taken care of their body. So it's just like, oh, everything's just wiggly and jiggly and cottagey. Even though, and then you look at a picture of her 10 years ago and you're like, what the hell happened? it's Nothing happened. That was the whole point. She didn't do anything for herself or her body. Hey, thank you for Chris Photo 505. Go check out his work if you like the video. I mean, the shots weren't bad. It was a pretty cool video. You know, I'm just critiquing the girls. It's what I do. So I appreciate it, man. I'm Apocalypse Phoenix. Thanks for checking out the video. Hit the like button, hit the follow button, hit the share button. I am a U.S. Army veteran, 100% disabled. This is how I do life. I also make music. I write books, um, podcast. I also have a job in the middle of season right now. So, it's not like I'm not doing anything. I like staying busy. This is like therapy for me, helping you guys out. I'm more mature now and I have a lot of wisdom and experience that I could share with you guys, especially you younger guys that grew up without a father at all. So these are things you can look for, really look for, and break it down in a woman. I got a bunch of videos out there. You can check out my fitness stuff if you want to see workouts, things like that. I'm gonna start adding more to that. But yeah, you can check me out. All my socials are in my link tree. I'm on Rumble, Apocalypse Phoenix Says Podcast. I'm on YouTube, Apocalypse Phoenix Podcast. I'm on Kick, Apocalypse Phoenix. I'm on YouTube no, I already said YouTube. I'm on X and Facebook, Apocalypse Phoenix. I'm on Instagram, apocalypse.phoenix. And I am on TikTok, AP Sounds 2. My music, you can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Deezer. Type in Apocalypse Phoenix. Again, you can hit my link tree and all my links are there. Check out my music, check out my books. The links are there in my link tree. I appreciate all you guys, man. Just trying to get to 100 followers right now in February. Followers been going up. Cool. So I appreciate everybody that's checking out the video, man. You guys take care. Have a good day. I'll check you out in the next video. God bless you. Peace.